Hello everyone, it's Margaret here with 60andMe. Today I would like to talk to you about 5 things that you can do if you're home alone for the holidays this year. Now, we could be going along just perfectly throughout the year. Many women in our 60andMe community do live by themselves and love it. We have independence, we have freedom to do what we want, and we can be doing work part-time or just volunteering, our crafts. There's plenty of things to kind of fill our days in the normal, months of the year. I say normal because when December comes along, the Christmas holiday season begins and people start, promoting all kinds of products that you need to live a better life, and the whole commercial aspect of the holiday season emerges, and it can be a little bit overwhelming. So that confidence that we had throughout the year of living by ourselves and doing all the things are overwhelmed by messages of family get-togethers and traveling to meet your friends and spending time with your grandchildren, or the messaging is all around being with other people and about peace and harmony. And of course there is the whole spiritual side to the holiday too, that that promotes that messaging. But when we look around the world, it's certainly not feeling very peaceful to me at the moment. Certainly not in terms of the economy in many parts of the world, and people are struggling. People are really struggling with things, and even if you're coping through most of the year, there comes a time later in the season, in December and January, where you feel the pain of being alone. So what can you do? I really want to encourage you to listen to this, share with me your thoughts, because we're in this together. We're sisters on the journey, right? And 60andMe is only here for you. So if you have ideas, things that you do to sort of lift your spirits during a time of the year when it's a little bit overwhelmed by holiday music and sparkly lights and the whole thing of everything is beautiful and fine in the world, but the reality is a little different in your house because you're sitting there alone, dealing with the reality of loneliness, or even pushing into depression or sadness. So holiday times are hard, and if you're not part of a gathering of some kind, that those feelings are amplified. So loneliness, first of all, is not a good thing for your health. We know this. We know that just feeling lonely is worse than smoking or other things that might harm you. It can increase your blood pressure. You can have challenges with obesity if you eat comfort food to kind of fill in the gaps of the emptiness in your life, the aloneness. And those things are really, really important to address and watch and be careful about. Now, I'm not saying don't eat your Christmas pudding or Christmas cakes and indulge and have fun, but it's just this time of the year, if you're sad and feeling a little bit on your own, you might reach out for the friends in the fridge. The friends in the fridge, the friends that are not questioning. Chocolate does not ask any questions. Chocolate is like completely non-judgmental about your life. Just eat chocolate and everything will be great. So what can you do? Host some of your own get-togethers. Now there's an idea. Oh, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to have strangers or people coming into but it's honestly, there are so many people out there who want some company during the holidays, and even in our 60andMe community. Come join our Patreon supporters group, because you will find so many people in your same area. You can get together, chat, and arrange a meetup. But if you do your own thing, it doesn't have to be a big party. It could be like for 4 people. Just think of 4 people, even if it's your neighbors or just some friends that you meet, you've met all year round. Invite them to come over. It doesn't have to be a big dinner. You can just do some snacks and maybe watch a movie, or just have a conversation. There's a really cool thing I got this year, which were some cards with questions on them, and I've been playing with my grandson with them because they're very fun questions. But just have a little card game of go around. Everybody takes a card, answers the questions. Simple things like if you could go to one place in the world, where would you go? Or if you had to leave your house, what would the 3 things that you would take out with you, things like that. They're very easy questions. Or maybe the most important decision you've ever made. But have a get together. You do it. You take the initiative. and as I said, visit our friendship lounge, and maybe you'll find some people there. Reach out and touch your neighbors. We always think that we're the only ones in a whole building that's going to be alone for the holidays. I live in a building with 4 other single people, and we have a table downstairs. In fact, we could even do like a little gathering. But just involve your neighbors, even if you don't bring them into your home. You could always say, let's go to the cafe. let's meet there on Saturday or Sunday for an hour and just have a chat. I'm really curious about your garden or what you're doing with this, and you'd be surprised how much your feel-good quotient will go up when you just involve your neighbors. I mean, there are people that live not necessarily in the same building, but maybe in the same neighborhood. I remember there used to be always street parties in the UK, and I remember that was always so much fun. But anyway, maybe they still do that. But I don't know. Get your neighbors involved, get to know your neighbors. Another thing is to start a new hobby. Now, I actually have lots of little hobbies. I do jewelry making, and I like to do all kinds of paper crafts, but just do anything that is going to stretch your brain a bit. And trust me, if you don't know how to crochet, or you don't know how to do needlepoint or diamond painting, just go on YouTube. It's all there. Everything. You can learn everything. And of course, there are some groups like, it's called Craftsy, and there's another one, there's several of them, where you can sign up. They pay a little bit to join the course, but you can learn any skill, any hobby that your heart desires. You can open a little Etsy shop. You can open an Etsy shop and sell your earrings or your jewelry, or I don't know, your little ebook. You can do any of these things. Everything is possible. Make a holiday wreath. My cough here. Hold on a sec. You can start a gratitude journal, or write down your memories book. Lots and lots of cool things you can do during the time that you're home alone to just kind of, pull your place together. Do some downsizing. That's another cool thing that you can consider doing. And take a note of all the things that you've appreciated throughout the year, all the things that you have done, and just use this time alone in the holidays to regroup and give yourself a pat on the back for what you've accomplished, the goals that you've worked through, and you've done well. Maybe you borrow a pet. If someone's, one of your friends is going on holiday, say, oh, can I look after your cat? Volunteer. I think this is the secret, is that things are not always going to come to you. You're going to have to get out there and try to do them yourself. And so, get a pet or borrow a pet, and or volunteer. I mean, there's always things to do at the holidays where lots and lots of people are needing support and help. So that's something to consider. Another thing is, now I know I've talked about this in different contexts, just as a fitness thing, but also psychologically. If you're alone, get out into the world. Just go out. You will see, first of all, how many people that are walking along individually. And you never notice this during the rest of the year because there's lots of activity. But if you go out into the world, you will see that there are many people alone, just like you. So you're not the only person who's spending the holidays by yourself. And that's the thing important, is get out into the world and people watch. Sit down at a cafe or in a little restaurant or just on a park bench and watch other people, going about their lives, and know that this is a very challenging time for a lot of people. Let's use some of our empathy and our compassion to help each other. Maybe just have a chat with the person on the bus or the person sitting on the bench down from you. Maybe just someone that looks like they need someone to hold a hand and hug. We're so shy sometimes of reaching out to other people, but it is during the darkest times that we sometimes find light. We sometimes find little rays of beams of goodness and happiness and positivity that can just bring you through the darkest times. Has anyone else experienced that? And when you look back and you think, wow, it was that Christmas that I had to spend alone that I discovered this or that, or I went here or there. I'm actually going on some train journeys this Christmas and this holiday season, not just Christmas, but I find trains and buses and places out in the world, even if you just do like a tour of your town or city, just walk around, go somewhere you haven't been before. But I remember one holiday I was in London by myself, and I went out with my camera and my phone, and I went out with my phone and took pictures of doors, which is one of my favorite things in the world to do anyway. And but it was so quiet, like nobody was out on the streets. The traffic was very, very minimal, and I just found it beautiful and took lots of pictures. I was actually a couple of times went out in the middle of the street to take a picture of a door that I could never get to because there was either cars parking, or there was just noise, traffic. So anyway, that's just one idea, but I'm sure that you can all come up with lots and lots of ideas. But the idea here is to be brave. Come on, be brave, be connected, get out there into the world, do your thing, and don't be embarrassed or shy that you're on your own this holiday. You are one of millions. You are one of a million plus people that are doing the same thing and perhaps feeling that little edge of loneliness. So millions of people like you around the world. So if you are living by yourself, how are you going to spend the holidays? Have you got some things planned? I hope so. I mean, I really hope that this has been interesting, helpful. And if you've got something that I didn't mention, just pop it in the comment section below so that we can all learn from your thoughts and ideas. I would love that. And know that 60andMe is here. I mean, even if you don't, watch a video or whatever, you've got lots of articles you can read. Our website will be publishing all the way through the holidays, and just notice that there's other people maybe making a comment about being alone. Just chime in, give them a virtual hug. Sometimes that's all that it takes to make you feel good. Okay, so take good care of yourselves, everybody. Know that you are loved by 60andMe, and we really appreciate your support. If you like this video, would you do me a favor and just give it a like? Just press that like button, because then YouTube shares it with other people. And also join our Patreon supporters group, or just join this YouTube channel. There's lots going on here, and I think the new year is going to be giving us a lot of exciting opportunities. I'm really, really excited and ready for the new year. So it's going to be 2023, it'll be 60andMe, or 60andMe in 2023. Take care, everybody. Have a really fabulous day, and have a wonderful holiday too. Lots of love.